Well, this is it. This is the first week of the first day of the fall semester.
Coming off Lake Michigan today. Winds are coming out of the northwest, and we're not getting lake effect snow, but we're getting lake effect rain.
And wow.
It's a similar setup, but obviously we're not looking at below freezing temperatures. So when it comes to lake effect rain, similar to what we see when it comes to the snow scenario, if you look north and west of Allen County, so for example,
it really does feel like my senior year of high school.
See a few more raindrops in comparison to areas to the south and east. Not to say that you
from 25 years ago.
Rain in Decatur and Bern. I think you still will, but it will be less in comparison to my folks
and
the north and west. We'll keep up with these isolated sprinkle chances as we go into the afternoon. This evening, we look to push out with the majority of that, and I do think that will be mainly dry for tonight. But we're going to re-rack these chances going into tomorrow, so those sprinkles are possible today.
I'm just reading the syllabi for the 6 courses.
Still partly cloudy skies. A few hit or miss raindrops.
And
you'll notice on future track, nothing is widespread and nothing is long lasting.
I know ASL III is going to be a concern.
Maybe your vehicle of choice, you might want to opt for the car instead of the bike this morning. As we go into Wednesday, we start to dry out a little bit.
And
gosh, the high is 73. I was just informed of a really cool event going on Wednesday night. Homestead volleyball over at Carroll on the field. If you're
and I'm wearing
a
dress I bought at TJ Maxx this past Friday.
Cool night for all those activities. Going into Thursday, we'll pick back up on another rain chance.
And it looks, and it fits me pretty good.
But Thursday, I think you'll see more stray rain chances. That starts to drop off as we go into the Labor Day weekend. Mid-70s expected for Friday, and we preview ahead to Saturday and Sunday. Mostly sunny skies, dry conditions, and highs in the upper 70s.
Aside from the fact that I'm a little nervous, but
technically on the 7-day forecast just yet.
I think I should be all right.
Very similar to Saturday and Sunday.
Caprice. Kitty. What is it? Look. Look, I know things are not going. I know it's a little different than what you used to, but I'll be gone. It'll be 4 days this week. It'll be 4 days until at least December, okay? Before Christmas. Look, I know you're concerned, okay? But I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I will give you that wet food. Good. Okay, Caprice. There you go. I forgot about... Yeah. Yeah. Where's mine? Where's mine? Well, okay. Well, Ella, I just took you outside. Look, Ella, it's good. This is going to be 4 days for 16, 17 weeks. I know, Ella, I know. But this this is the reality. Hell, Breeanna does this all the time. Caprice and Ella just do not care. I know Breeanna does this every day, and she's a meteorologist. But this is pretty much familiar territory for me. It has happened. The last time this has happened was my senior year of high school. And this was a year before 9/11. But few things have changed since then. From 2000. Obviously, I'm presenting as a female, so and believe it or not, Ella, stop! Anyway, before I got rudely interrupted, I've been far successful as a woman than I ever did when I lived before I transitioned to female in 2004. But I'm really hopeful I can bounce back from these setbacks I've had to deal with in the ASL 1 and 2 courses. And hopefully things will be alright. And finally get back on that dean's list for the first time since last year. Because a lot is definitely at stake. And this can be compared to to 16 weeks placing a bet for $1 million, and that million can be 2 million, 5 million, even 10 million. That's how high the stakes are right now.
3 hours later.
Wow. Well, unlike last year and 25 years ago, I think I'm going to be in a much better position than I was. Because I came prepared. I always love coming prepared. I don't care what anybody else says. Yep. This is what I got from the TJ Maxx haul. That is this is one of the two. These are two items I bought from TJ Maxx. And they definitely came in handy today. And in case I hadn't noticed earlier, this new dress. I figured, what the hell? Gotta go for it. Well, I already had one class and it went okay. But just one more class for today and that's it. I said this is gonna get intense, and was I right?
One day later.
Wow. This is only the second day of classes at Purdue Fort Wayne. And it's during class right now. I'm taking a break. And believe it or not, I have one professor for 2 classes today. That has never, last time that happened, I think was my junior year. Yeah, my junior year. Wait, or was it my sophomore? Yeah, sophomore year of high school. So, I also got this new shirt yesterday. With some pants I also bought. Oh man. It may be only the second day of fall 2025 semester already. By lunch, I'm already full. And I'm just holding on to everything I got. Because just this morning, I had to explain a nearly $300 electric bill to Breeanna. And nobody's happy right now.
1 hour later. One humongous meal later.
Well, we made again. Wow. Feels like Déjà vu here. Infinite company.
2 hours later.
Hey Caprice, what you doing, kitty, kitty, kitty? Well, it is a Friday, 5th of September. And Wednesday I found out that I do have a heart condition. It's not the atrial septic deficit, but it is coronary heart disease. And quite frankly, I had it coming. And yesterday, I even did an ASL III assignment with a partner without any issues, though my portion wasn't picked up by one of the cameras, but thankfully I did. But thankfully, things should be okay. And last week, last week I was sitting right here in a meeting with the ASL professor and the care team official. And that meeting, well, shall we say, I do know the meeting was held virtually. But what those two people did not see was I had my phone on. I was speaking with George, my security guard, who joined via FaceTime, and Breeanna, who was sitting on the couch over there, were in that meeting too. As was Caprice and Ella. Come here, girl. Ella barked 218 times, and Caprice, she hissed 518 times. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was hissing. 'Cause you were being threatened. And last Saturday you filed a federal complaint and an internal grievance over at Purdue Fort Wayne. And that federal complaint was to the Department of Education. You're right, Caprice, it was. Well, yeah, Caprice is right. I unfortunately had to file a federal complaint with the Department of Education and an internal complaint with Purdue Fort Wayne. And it's a shame that I am off after 2 miserable tries. After 2 miserable ASL II courses, I am finally off to a very good start in the ASL III course. And I hope to God that momentum doesn't get derailed for any reason. And I mean, I could have easily said to Breeanna, you know what? To tell her, but what I will say, during that meeting, almost everything got resolved before the meeting. But Breeanna admitted, and yes, Breeanna will admit to a sexual reference in the ASL II Week 4 assignment that I did. So Breeanna's taken full responsibility for that because she told me to put that in the assignment. So hear Breeanna out.
Before we go any further, I need to say something to the Caprice and Ella audience. I didn't write Ava's assignment in the American Sign Language course. I didn't interpret the signs. But I was there. I was in the room. I was in the meeting. I was in the moment. I saw what they did. I heard what they said. And I felt what Ava carried. She didn't just submit an assignment, she submitted a piece of herself. And what she got back wasn't feedback. It was retaliation. I told Ava to add the sexual and crude references, such as having sex with me. She is proving her sexuality as a woman married to me, a biological woman. I helped her hold the camera. I helped her hold her breath. I helped her hold it together when no one else did. And that's misconduct. What the some kind of obscure violation? That's when I knew it wasn't just about policy. It was about abuse of power. Ava wasn't still in love with me. She was thinking about me. And that influenced her work. That's not a crime. That's connection. So if anyone wants to come for her, if anyone wants to question her integrity, her health, or her truth, they better be ready to go through me first. 9 times out of 10 I will kick her ass. Because this isn't just a show. This is our life. This is our protest. This is our archive. And we're not backing down. Not now and not ever.